Good morning. So this reading is for Tuesday, July 22nd, and I'm just going to pull a little bit around our past, our present, and our future. So let's get past energy here. Current energy. And future energy. So looking here, bottom of the deck, I am getting the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is seeing the potential in a situation. So it's very future oriented, looking into the future, identifying opportunities. The Two of Wands, you can see here, he's not taking any action yet. He's really just looking off in the distance. Where do I want to go? Finding the path. It feels like it's part of just what we're doing right now. We're looking for that real opportunity. I'm getting a lot of clarity here. And so being able to see things clearly, coming at it from a balanced perspective, all necessary in order to see these opportunities. I want to see how that energy comes up again in the reading. So focusing here on the past, I am getting the Queen of Wands, very action oriented. I have the Empress energy. This feels a lot like raising your vibration. And so whatever you were doing here in the past, creating a lot of harmony and balance within you, that's why you can see that Two of Wands a little bit more clearly now. And the Eight of Pentacles is showing up here as well. So that balance here in the past was something that you really worked on. Finding it, maintaining it wasn't easy. It required like a release of something. And that release of something is showing up here in the current energy. What I'm getting here with the Ten of Wands is a lot of just heavy burdens, a lot of responsibilities, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, but it's done, it's over, it's putting the past behind you. The Ten of Wands for a period of time was keeping you out of balance, keeping you out of alignment with your path and purpose. And so there's the work that you did here in the past to say, okay, if these are temporary, let's just get through them. Let me just get them off my list, be able to move on, not worry about them anymore. Or if they just belong to somebody else, it was giving them back to their rightful owner. And so this Ten of Wands feels like you're dropping the burdens, and it's really kind of coming through that way. The energy is just a release. It's just let it go. I'm also getting the Judgment card here in the current energy. And that Judgment is that resurrection energy that you're choosing yourself. You're focusing on what you want. I'm getting a lot of balance out of you right now. I'm also getting the Nine of Pentacles here. And so that Nine of Pentacles, it's creating your own abundance. It's a card of independence. And so all of the work to get you to this point was done by you. And so there's a lot to be grateful for. There's a lot of accomplishment in all of these cards so far. And it's all the work that you've been doing. Showing up here in the future energy, I do have the Moon showing up. So the moons are emotions. I'm getting a lot of the ebb and flow with this. So kind of going with the flow. The moon is a very fast moving energy. So what's here right now is not going to be here tomorrow because the energy is continuously shifting. And so the moon is constantly moving across the sky. And so it's kind of learning to go with the flow on a lot of things, letting go of just maybe some sort of, I'm getting rigid control. So take it as it makes sense to you, but that feels like it's connected to the Ten of Wands. All the burdens and the responsibilities were from maybe some sort of structure that just doesn't work anymore. It's time to let it go. Anything that was weighing you down or holding you back or not allowing you to go with the flow, it's something that you've been working on. I'm also getting the Three of Pentacles here. So the Three of Pentacles, it's teamwork and collaboration. So it's working with another person. I like that energy. And then I have the sun showing up here. And so we do have a new moon this week in the sign of Leo. And so I've got the sun and the moon showing up here with the Three of Pentacles right in the beginning or right in the middle of it. And so this is a lot of building things. It's new beginnings, but new beginnings with other people. And so kind of take it as it makes sense for you, because this Three of Pentacles card sitting here right in the middle indicates something here is going to be building. Either it's already started and this is going to be that bump in momentum that you need in order for things to really take off, or this is going to be the start of something here where you're being given an opportunity to kind of build from the ground up is the energy that I'm getting. but it's with another person, at least one other person, and maybe multiple people, but there's definitely new opportunities coming in. Okay, we're going to keep going and let's see what else we get here. Tell me about the Queen of Wands in the past energy. Empress. So what I'm getting here with the Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands, putting down all of the burdens and the responsibilities. So the actual closing of the cycle here happened already. This is showing up in the past energy. That Queen of Wands tells me that you took some sort of action to say, I'm not going to carry this weight around anymore. It's just not necessary for me to do, and I'm going to let it go. But it feels like the actual release is happening now, whereas the completed cycle is showing up in the past. Clarifying the Empress here, I have the Three of Pentacles. So the Empress is Venus energy. It likes harmony and balance, which is the initial energy I was picking up. But it can also be relationships here. And so Three of Pentacles with the Empress, also a 3 card. Something here is building, something here where it may have started in the past. Definitely you have been getting yourself ready for whatever this is. So it's working with another person. This could be the coming together, a union of sorts with another person that started here in the past. And it feels like it's being given this either kind of new lease on life in the future or this new opportunity to kind of just advance the partnership or the relationship, whatever it is. So that's showing up. There's definitely a past and future connection here with that Three of Pentacles. And when I look at the Eight of Pentacles here, I'm getting the Hermit with it. So the Hermit's that Virgo energy. Eight of Pentacles, it's mastering a skill. And so all of this internal reflection, all of the work that you've been doing on yourself, closing out the cycle, recognizing what your responsibility maybe versus somebody else's, or just what you are done with completely and don't need to carry forward. This Virgo energy indicates a lot of healing. And so you've been doing all of this work. It's really kind of almost a heads down, get this work done, be able to move on to the next, just whole next part of this cycle. And so now we're getting into the release. So tell me about that Ten of Wands. Tell me about Judgment. Nine of Pentacles. With the Ten of Wands here, I'm getting the Empress. So we're getting a lot of repeating cards showing up. And so that Empress energy, it's harmony, it's balance. Ten of Wands, done with all those burdens, those heavy weights, letting it go. Anything here that's not focused on what you love and value, or even just going to further this relationship or this partnership, whatever the case is here, it feels like you're just done with that. You're letting it go because you're focused here on your own balance, but balance around you as well. It's not about carrying any kind of burdens with you. It really is about finding balance so that you approach everything from that perspective. And then clarifying the Judgment here, I'm getting the Hierophant. And so the Judgment card, that resurrection energy, choosing yourself. Hierophant also showing up here. It's your spiritual path. Now, because we do have the Empress out here a couple of times, and we do have some of the partnership cards, the Three of Pentacles, we have that out here twice. Hierophant is a marriage card. And so if that's what you're focused on, or maybe that's the kind of relationship where things are becoming more aligned, that there is a balance being restored in some sort of connection here. And so that could be your storyline here. That could be that Judgment energy, this kind of resurrection of a relationship. So take it as it makes sense for you. I'm getting that energy a little bit, but it's not the entire piece. It's not overwhelmingly a love romance type of reading where that's the only energy coming through. I am getting a lot of teamwork, collaboration, so working with other people. There is a lot of balance being restored, not just in any like individual relationships, so your significant other or those close friendships, but I'm getting just the community around you too. It just feels like things are starting to kind of balance out, kind of go where they belong, if that makes sense. With the Nine of Pentacles, I'm getting the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is a secretive energy. This is also a very intuitive energy. So having it show up here with the Nine of Pentacles tells me all of the balance that you've been working on, everything that you've been doing to kind of just center yourself, ground yourself, align with your spiritual path and purpose. It's working. That balance is kind of fine-tuning your intuition. It's allowing you to see things more clearly and kind of make those quicker judgments. You don't have to overthink a situation. If your body is immediately telling you yes, or it's immediately telling you no, there's a reason why. So kind of pay attention to that. And so it feels like that kind of information is something that you're grasping with, that you're starting to understand the significance, that if your body is saying, no, don't do it, and then you do it, you kind of look back and say, should have listened to my instincts. That's what it gets, or that's how it feels right now. It's a lot of that kind of coming into existence. Interesting. Okay, so let's see more around the future. So tell me about the moon. There's definitely something connected to this new moon energy. There's definitely something building as we get closer to the new moon, and then even in the new moon itself. And so for me, it's on Thursday, the 24th in my time zone. It's in the afternoon. So check your time zones. I think for some of you, it's going to end up being on Friday. But the way that this is all playing out here with that sun and the moon, I'm getting balanced energy. And so balance has definitely been the name of this reading. It has all been balanced energy coming through. And so that Justice card, that Libra energy with the moon is here to kind of show you that nothing is permanent. Things are going to energetically flow in and out. Finding and maintaining balance during those kind of peaks and valleys, those kind of more extreme emotions, it's going to be necessary, not just for whatever this is, but to kind of really prevent that 10 of Wands again, or anything that's going to keep you out of alignment with your path. It's kind of learning to accept that change is inevitable, and that change is part of growth. It's just necessary. It's not something that you can really avoid at all. And so this coming through in this way feels like things are coming into alignment connected to the new moon. And I'm getting a building energy. So there's been a lot of work around healing, and there's been a lot of work around balancing that I've been picking up in all the readings lately. And so it feels like now that things are balancing out, there's like a momentum that's building, and actual growth is how I'm getting the energy. So as we get closer to this new moon, and then even kind of on the other side of the new moon, it feels like things are going to be picking up, that there is going to be some sort of gain in the progress that we're seeking. And so looking here at the Three of Pentacles, I'm getting the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is healing. It's healing from a heartbreak. And so if this is any kind of relationship where there was some sort of issue between the two of you, some sort of rift led to a heartbreak here, I'm getting the sense that things are kind of coming into alignment, that there is going to be a healing here of just relationships, and relationships in all aspects. This could be career, this could be romantic, this could even be friendship. It doesn't just have to be love. It can be any other relationship as well. Because I'm getting a lot of just things balancing out, coming into alignment so that there can be growth. And looking at the sun here, so all the hope and optimism connected to the sun, I am getting the Three of Wands, which feels more like that building energy. So there's a lot of threes coming out. I'm getting a lot of healing energy and a lot of building. I'm also getting at the Page of Pentacles here. And so that Page of Pentacles is focused on the future, again with the Two of Wands. I'm getting a lot of focused on the future, kind of planning out how you want things to go, but not necessarily planning all the steps on how to get there, but really more from that big picture perspective. That's what I'm picking up with this page energy. And even with the Three of Wands, it's almost coming through as a Hanged Man, even though this is not Hanged Man energy. Okay, that's all the energy. Okay, so that's the reading for Tuesday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.